everyone, it's Lennon, and today I'm dressing up as Belle, which has nothing to do with the video content that I'm about to do. I am VR into James. He recently posted a video about community and VRs and how we may get into, how we may go through certain cycles having a channel. I'm gonna leave a link to the video below. Please go watch it. And I had some shit to say to this because he was not only taking words out of my mouth, he was taking sentences right out of my brain. So I've got Chip here. Isn't he cute? Isn't he so cute? Ooh. Having a channel has been great for me. I didn't even know that I would be passionate about having a channel, but I am. Every single video that I do upload, I'm very passionate about. I really think about the content that I put out there because it's for everyone. It's for everyone on the internet. I have had battles, internal battles with myself about certain things that I am passionate about. And whether my voice is significant, that's been a big obstacle for me, is ego trips and obstacles in say, especially the vulnerable videos that I put out about like my religion and how I grew up and healing from that. Some of those videos are so personal and so vulnerable for me that I get kind of scared when I hit that publish button. And so there were a couple of topics that I wanted to touch on today in relation to the video James posted. I have felt disconnected from the community. I have felt, and this could be a form of ego trip within myself as well, but I felt like like James was saying, you want to be unique. You want to have original thoughts. You want to have original ideas. And I don't think it works that way. I think that if you have an idea for a specific topic, let's just say, it's bound to be done before. We're just here from a long line of people. Long line. I mean, I just posted a video about ancestors. It's like, think about all the people that have come before you. They're having these same thoughts too, So I have to keep that in the back of my mind as well. But there have been moments where I have an idea, and then I try to rope it into a way that will be unique for me, to make me feel like I'm generating a unique video. Starting like with my channel inception, most of my videos have come across as, here's some information, splat on the pavement. Some of them, a lot of them really, didn't really leave room for dialogue. It was just like, oh, this person's just teaching me something in the moment. All right, I don't really have anything to say. It was like I was coming to YouTube as a teacher, like, to paraphrase another content creator, I'm not a teacher, I just play one on YouTube. Some of my videos didn't allow for dialogue, which in turn, it twisted the persona that I was putting forth into this teacher, this teacher archetype that had made me unapproachable for others in a way that they couldn't feel like they could connect with me like as a peer, but I was like this up on this pedestal as a teacher, maybe. Not so much on a pedestal. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn here, but I felt like the way I was exhibiting my persona to YouTube, people weren't lining up to comment and connect with me. So there was some disconnection and some discouragement with that. I've often felt like, why am I not, I guess this video wasn't as great as I thought it was. I've had those thoughts. And those are real thoughts, and they can turn dark, and they have put me into a place of anxiety with having a channel at all. I get kind of discouraged with having a channel. I'm like, well, if no one's commenting on my videos, then and I was super excited about posting those videos, whatever videos they were, and I was really excited, and I'm like, I really did my best on this. I really put forth some good information, and I was authentic, and I really thought about it before I posted it. I'm really excited about it, and then I get like no comments. and hardly any views. So I get discouraged sometimes, but then I sit with self in a meditative state, and I think to myself, I'm still really passionate about this. If no one ever saw my videos, would this still be something I'm passionate about? And the answer has always been yes. And so that's why I keep doing it. I keep doing it because I have found that I love this. I love doing it. I love posting the videos and putting forth my views on things, because even though I may never have, even if I never have an original thought and my videos may not be 100% unique, I am. And I have to think about that. I have to journal with that and sit with that knowledge too, and it really helps. Also, he was talking about like VRs and doing your own thing on video in terms of videos. I have felt like I don't want to step on anyone's toes. This has happened to me so many times, it's not even funny. I will have an idea pop into my head about a video, and I'm like, I get giddy. I get like, oh, yes, I'm so excited about doing this, video on this topic. And then that week, someone in our community will post a similar video. And I'm like, are we all getting the same synchronistic messages here? Like, what is happening? And what happens is something real. What happens is I watch their video, and it's so great that I talk myself out of posting my own video, because I convinced myself somehow that my voice is insignificant, that their voice is so powerful and came across so well. And they put forth all the ideas I would like to put forth in a video, that I can completely convince myself that whatever I would have posted would never come close. It's happened to me a couple of times. I think not only do I think that my voice is insignificant, or somehow my video would never amount to what they conveyed, I then don't want to step on their toes. I don't want to post my video and then have them think, well, damn, she just took my idea and ran with it. And I think that that's where we can become more connected. I think that if you find a video, and even if you had the thought before they posted their video, let's just say, because it happens sometimes. It's happened to me. If you have an idea, or even if you don't, but something inspires you, someone on the community inspires you, I think that giving credit where credit is due is a powerful damn thing we can do. When you make your video, even if it's not a VR per se, like you're not directly, responding to their video, you're just putting forth your own ideas about this. You can just be like, I recently found this video, and I have my own views. I'm not directly responding to them, but I want you to go watch that video as well, because it's great, and link it. I mean, we all want to be linked, I want to be shouted out when I inspire someone, if that even happens. And I think that that's a way that we can rope in everyone. You can tag as many people as you want to in the description box. If they inspire you, you can even go back to a video that, say you found a great video on a topic that you've already covered, then you can go back into YouTube Studio and link them. Just be like, edited, put the date, and just be like, I found this great video on this topic as well. Go watch it. That's a way we can generate a whole community, and not just for ego, but to get everyone involved. What if someone comes to my channel and is really needing to hear what I had to say about that topic? And how when you get something and you have a feeling, and it sits with you and sits with you and sits with you, and one video is just not enough, you go to like every video about that topic. They'll go and watch the videos you've linked. Because we all do have different voices, Even if I say 80% of what James said in his video that I'm talking about today, I have a different personality. I have different life experiences than him. So I may see things a little differently. And it's always nice to get the hanged man approach with this kind of thing. I think that's a powerful thing as well. I'm going to give you another example on something that's happened to me in terms of VRs. We're going to talk about that now. There was a video that came out recently from someone in our community about shadow work. And you may know what I'm talking about. but this content creator came out and was basically calling out all of us tarot readers about, well, what the hell are you talking about here? You know, why are you using this term, right? I want to tell you something. I watched this video 5 times. 5. Okay, it was so great. What I did was I every time I watched the video, I would get something new to say in my own way. And what I did was I made 5 videos of my own. Every time I watched one of their videos, I made a video myself. And what happened? In none of those videos could I convey my ideas right. In one video, I couldn't even form a good sentence. And in one video, I seemed to be agreeing with them. And then the next video, I seemed to be like, well, no, I can see where this whole other person was coming from. So I'm kind of agreeing with them. I couldn't seem to be cohesive with my video. And when number 5 came out, I still wasn't happy about it. I still wasn't passionate about it. I still wasn't ready to put that out. And what I did was I had to sit with it. And I had to put it to bed. And I had to tell myself, maybe you'll upload this someday, but it's not right now. You need to sit with this. You need to sit with yourself a little bit. Get your ideas more organized. And it's okay that you're not doing it rushed. It's okay that you may do a VR a month after the original video. And I have to tell myself that all the time too. That it's okay to sit with ideas. Sit with things that have inspired you and come back to it. Come back to it and reassess. We're always evolving. We're always changing. And I think we have to value that within ourselves. So that leads me to my next point of VRs. Because VRs, I know that James touched on VRs in terms of like old school VRs where people would just respond to videos that inspired them. That's how it started. But now it's become kind of mainstream. They form hashtags to promote viewer responses, and I feel like that's great. That is a way that YouTube has kind of evolved to be more community-like, to be more connected with others. I think it's a great thing in the evolution of YouTube. But people make a hashtag, and it's so great, right? Some of these hashtags are so fun, right? Like, my favorite tarot cards, my most colorful decks, my most beautiful decks, whatever. This original video comes out and they want viewer responses. What happens to me is that when I get a notification and the hashtag comes out, I watch the original video and I'm so giddy. I'm so joyful about the topic itself. And I think this is going to be so much fun. And then their video is fun. Then what happens is before I even get a chance to formulate a plan for my own video, I've watched 10 VRs on that that in relation to that original hashtag video. And what happens is, again, I annihilate my own voice. I watch those VRs and I think, well, if you mash all them videos together, that would be 80% of what I was going to say anyway. Those are pretty much the same cards that I would choose, same decks I would choose. And I completely talked myself out of uploading my own video with that. And then I don't. It wasn't until I've done a few VRs on the channel that I've been really passionate about. Like Natalia over at Ouroboros. Excuse me. She had such a gift for putting forth a topic and then literally going, please make a VR. I think that was her attitude with this, with how to generate communication. Literally, she had such a gift. She had such a gift with that, and I valued that. And I did have things to say, and I could formulate some good views on in my brain, and then actually make a good video that I was passionate about. That worked out really well. I mean, some of us ain't gifted like that. I don't believe, and it could change. I could evolve and change into someone that generates ideas and that does demand communication. I just feel like that is one of her gifts. One thing else I want to say about VRs is about authenticity. I had sometimes, even if I had found the video really fun and I thought maybe this would be something I do, you know, it's like kind of like on the back burner. I had to sit with some of the ideas and think, am I just doing this because there are so many VRs? And maybe by me doing it, it will generate more subscribers, you know, more people over to my channel. And I never wanted to promote that way. I mean, self-promotion is not my strong suit anyway, but I didn't want to promote that way. I didn't want to just do a video to get followers, to get subscribers. That really wasn't what I wanted my channel to become. And so I had to sit with certain VRs that I wanted to be a part of too and think, do I really want to put my voice on this? Or is this something that I'm just, you know, trying to do because 100 people would watch it? I want to be passionate about my videos. I want to be passionate about the content I create. I want to be passionate when I hit the publish button. And I don't mean passionate as in happiness. There have been lots of videos I posted that are vulnerable and personal, and I'm only going to get as personal as I want. I don't want to get too personal, but there has been some anxiety. There have been moments where I've pushed that publish button that I'm like, once I post this, I have to completely let it go, because I'm passionate about this content that I've posted in this video. And even if I were to get somehow annihilated, negative comments, whatever, I wanted to do it. And I think it's important to think about that as well. I think my most popular video on my channel is my testimony video, my Christianity to New Age. I know that I may go back and change that name because it sounds too woo-woo for me. But it has gotten a lot of views, but it has gotten a lot of negative comments. And I posted a video about that as well, about this is my path. And just because you feel like you need to put forth this negative comment, you know, why did you click my face? If you already knew you weren't going to like what I had to say. And if I don't have that passion, if the main thought surrounding that video is this is going to bring me so many subscribers, then I won't post that video. If I'm not fully committed, then I won't. I also think about the vulnerable videos that I have posted and how personal I seem to have gotten in those videos. But then there's a lot of things that I don't share. And I think it's okay. Like, your voice is still relevant to a topic. Just because you don't share 100% of what you're doing with said topic doesn't necessarily mean you're vague. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have a voice. And I have to think about that as well. Like, I think k.lennan said this years ago in one of her videos. She was like, I think maybe it was a Q&A, and someone asked to see her do a ritual. She was like, I'm not going to do that. That would be like having sex on camera. I'm not going to do that. That's against me. And in that moment, I valued that so much. I valued that because I thought, yes, just because the community wanted you to post that, they wanted to see you do this because, you know, you've got such a big voice in the community. She wasn't going to do it for self-promotion. She was holding her values. And I valued that about her in that video. I thought, yes. So, and on that same kind of line, I approached my YouTube channel sometimes with like branding. Like, when I have gone to Pinterest with brand, like just type in branding in the search bar of Pinterest, and like worksheets and workbooks, even good blogs, maybe some videos, there's not really a lot of them, on self-branding, how to brand for in terms of entrepreneurship. And I found this worksheet, and what I found on all the worksheets, the pictures that I was looking at, was the top bar at the very top of those said mission statement, lines. And I thought, holy shit. If I had a mission statement, what would it be? If I was promoting myself, what would it be? And I think it's also, just in terms of all things, you can write and journal about what your mission statement would be as like self-branding, branding as you, branding as, an individual, what that would look like. It's okay for it to change and evolve as you do. It's okay for you to start your channel as this or as this or as this, and then change the content up. A lot of people do that because they evolve and they change with the times, and they think, I'm passionate about this right now, so I'm going to talk about this. I seem to not know which niche I want to be a part of. I want to do tarot videos and spirituality videos and like amateur psychology videos and cooking videos and books, because I love to read, I love to cook. I love to do all sorts of things, and I just want to just blast it to you guys without having like a real niche. So I know that can get kind of, I know that doesn't look cohesive. I think when I'm having a shit day in terms of YouTube, like I post a video and I don't get many comments, I think about my regulars, because I was a waitress in my early life, so I call them my regulars. The people that do take the time to comment. I still get filled with elation when I get notified that someone's commented on my things. And I still sit with it and think, someone's talking to me. and I hold that elation. I hold that elation as a way for me to find my voice and to convince myself that I do have one, and that somewhere somebody is watching my video and it's resonating. And I think that's a powerful thing. This dynamic that we seem to have, this even small dialogue, thank you for this video. That's powerful shit. You may not think so. You may not think that comment meant anything, but it meant it had to mean something to them to even take the time to do that. And I think about that. Even if it's like 3 heart emojis, they took the time to do that. Even if it's a negative comment, I hold that too. I have to tell myself that this could be a shadow of this person. And instead of involving myself in a shadow dance with this stranger, I have to tell myself that does the good outweigh the bad? And like I said in the beginning, for me, just being authentic and true to yourself is the most important thing we can do on having a channel. Put forth the content you're passionate about, and the shit will fall into place. Whatever shit it is. And I really liked that I could formulate some ideas in here. I was able to form sentences, so that's a good thing. And I was really excited to watch James's video. I think that he exhibited so much bravery, really, about that video, and I realized that I felt the same way, and I've had similar viewpoints, and I have felt discouraged, and I have felt elated and discouraged, and I have felt annihilated, and I felt happy and passionate. And I think that in what you do, that there's all levels that we have to go through. not just having a channel. We have to take the good and the bad. And at the end of the day, if you're still happy, if you still did your best, I know I'm talking like a kindergarten teacher here, but I think about those things. When I'm not passionate about something, I journal about it. I write about it. I use a tarot about it. I'll just completely blank out and just read a novel. You know, I do that a lot. I'm just like, you know what? I want to go to somebody else's world today. You know, give me a romance novel or something, you know? And that's fine too. You know, I don't get locked in the dream world. But I find and generate things that help me through the bad, because at the end of the day, I'm still good with the good. I'm still passionate with the good. And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me posting and uploading and publishing these videos. And I hope that there's someone somewhere that needs to hear what James has to say and watches that video. I hope it gets to him. I do. Back to the quote that I'm going to end with, I said it before, is that we may not have an original thought. We may never be, may never upload a 100% unique video to a channel, to your channel. But you and me, we are unique. So, okay, I'm going to end my ramble. But I love you guys. I hope to see everyone again on my channel. Much love.